Hey, Michael Lantz here, Las Vegas, Nevada. July 5th, it's hot here. I love Las Vegas because it's hot. That's not what I wanted to talk to you about. I've been thinking a lot about serving other people and this whole law of compensation. I know Raymond Hollywell in his book, Working with the Law, he talks about it. And it made me think about the struggles that a lot of people have in life about trying to get enough for themselves. And there's this philosophy that some people have, and it's a dangerous philosophy because it causes people a lot of pain, where they think that the pie, so to speak, is only so big and they want their little sliver out of it, when the reality is, as I explained this one concept, the pie can get bigger. And as the pie gets bigger and you help make that pie bigger, everybody succeeds. Everybody gets a little bigger slice of that pie. And it's this whole notion of reaction. And there's this, I think, a law in physics, and I probably won't get it exactly right, but you'll understand it, that there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's like the little swinging balls, where there's like 5 balls on a thing, and you lift one ball and you let it hit and it clicks the balls, and the one ball on the other end swings up. And if you put 2 balls up here, then 2 balls go back here. So that's the equal and opposite reaction. One ball clicks, one ball goes up. 2 balls click, 2 balls go up. 3 balls click, 3 balls go up. And I think that's true with everything in life, not just the physics of weight and gravity and all that stuff, but of what we do, of how we go through life. And as I have studied a little bit about Eckhart Tolle, I recognize a source of even the pain that I've had in my life. It's where I didn't always, number one, follow this law of compensation, and I would not be in the present. My mind would wander to the past or the future, and every time my mind wandered there, I'd get pain. And I recognize, if I can just be right in the moment, I'm not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, although you get thoughts that way, it gives you context, but not to be dwelling on that. And I catch myself in some of my anxious moments where I'm thinking about the past or the future. And if I could just get focused on the present, I don't have the anxiety, I don't have the pain, I don't have the angst. I'm a lot more productive. I'm focused when I'm doing my work. Just like this video, I said a little prayer, and I just as focused on this one concept of reacting, equal and opposite reaction. And as I and you and everybody else, if we just stay in the moment, and that's where the magic happens. Because I can't produce, neither you can't produce and create what you want being in the past, because the past has already happened. There's nothing you can do about it. It's already proceeded. All the pain, suffering, all the joy, the peace you've had, it's just there. You can't use it. And then as I project my mind forward and think in the future, I can't produce in the future because it hasn't happened yet. Oh, I want somebody to like me. Oh, I want this, I want that, and why can't I get it? I can see the car I want, or the house, or I can see getting a job promotion or whatnot, and yet that's that future thing, and yet I can only produce right now in the future, or I'm sorry, in the present. And when I get focused on that, following this law of equal and opposite reaction, I think a lot of pain people have is that they don't realize that for them to get what they want in life, they have to first give it to somebody else. So if you want more money, then you have to give that to somebody first. I don't mean that you're taking money out of your pocket and giving them, although that could be part of it, I guess. But I'm talking about as you serve them, and maybe you're able to help them be healthier, You help them in fixing their car. You help them in landscaping their home. You just help them however you want. And it allows them to somehow gain more money. Well, okay, so you gave that to them, then you're gonna get it back. See, that's the equal and opposite reaction. And yet when we live in the future or the past, it's like, oh, I'll work for that guy, but he'd better pay me. I want this job and they're gonna pay me, you know, $23 an hour. I'm not working for them. See, that's not exercising faith in the law of equal and opposite reaction. And this law of compensation. I'll get what I want in life, but I first have to give it to somebody else what they want first. And the more I give without any expectation of return, it's amazing the more I get, the more other people just give to me. And that is, it takes a lot of faith, takes a lot of courage to do that. And yet when you do and you follow these laws, and so instead of just swinging one ball and get one ball reaction, the key to really succeeding about creating a lot of extra wealth is you figure out how to swing 2 balls and get 2 balls to swing. Or you figure out how to swing 3 balls and you get 3 balls to swing. And if there's 5 balls, if you lift them all up, they all swing. And that's really the key, is the first give. First give, and the law of equal and opposite reaction is going to hit. The law of compensation will be at play, and you'll receive it back. I know for much of my life, I didn't follow that law. As a CPA, I struggled. I did well financially. I mean, I had money, but I was unhappy. I was burdened. I worked my tail off. I never had any time freedom. And then it just dawned on me, some of these laws that I needed to get out of the way of myself. I needed to get rid of my ego. I needed to follow these laws. And it was scary at first to go into what I'm doing now, as I realize that I really want to help people. I really want to help you. That's all what I think about anymore, is how can I, what message can I give on a YouTube video that might bless somebody's life? And I hope this does for you. I don't know how I'll be compensated for that, and neither will you, and that's the courageous part. And sometimes what I've understood is that I might be lifting that ball, like 2 balls, up. I mean, I'm doing my part, up. That could take months, and then I let them go, and then boom, boom. And I don't know how long it's gonna take for those 2 balls to come hit and the 2 balls to come up high. I just know that it will. If any of you've ever played that game of those balls, you know. 1 ball equals 1 ball, 2 balls equals 2 balls, so it always will happen. And that's the same with this concept. And so if there's an equal and opposite reaction, I don't want to react to everything. See, that's me living in the past or the future. I don't want to react because I'm not serving then, I'm just reacting. I don't want to do that because most time it's negative, most time it's self-centered, most time it's about me. And if I just don't react to life the way that I receive this, maybe an action of a narcissist person, somebody that throws some shame at me, criticizes me, or judgment. See, if somebody throws criticism at me, I don't need to be the one that throws it back at him. You see, that person that threw criticism at me, that's his 1 ball. That person's going to get it back somehow. I don't need to be the other swinging ball. I'm going to let that take care of itself. I'm going to be focused on swinging my 1 ball and getting it back in return. So if I responded to somebody's criticism and I was the one that reacted and gave it back to them, then because of my reaction, that's me swinging my 1 ball. I'm going to get it back. Do you see that? Do you see the point I'm making? So I don't need to respond to people's negative. I don't need to be their swinging ball back. You did this to me. Nope. Somebody gives me criticism, I go, okay. I'm sorry you feel that way. See, I didn't give them any reaction back. And then I focus on doing my part. My reaction part is positive. Doing a YouTube video, serving my family, calling up somebody, hey, how you doing? I've heard you're struggling. Let's work on this together. How can I help? See, that's my swinging ball. But if I responded to somebody who gave me criticism, that was my swinging ball. I'm going to get back. Even though somebody criticized me first and then I reacted, then that's my swinging ball, my negative reaction. I'm going to get it back somehow. Maybe even from them. Well, I'll show you. I'm just going to fire you. I'm not going to work for you anymore. I'm not going to blah, blah, blah. And it's just this beautiful concept. And it all centers around staying in the moment. That's what I have discovered. The past, I can get context out of that because I've learned. I've learned from the past. I've learned from swinging my negative ball and getting it back. I had some periods of my time where it was way dark in my life. I had zero joy. I was lonely. I was disconnected from the world and my family. My income tanked in the '09 economy. Maybe some of yours did too. And I recognize that past happened. So I take context out of that, and I do have a vision of where I want to go in the future, but it's just a vision. I'm not contracting thoughts about it. And if I just stay right here, this narrow focus, what I can do this very second, that's my swinging ball in a positive manner. I know I'll get it back. The law of equal and opposite reaction come to play, and so does the law of compensation. I just have to have faith, and I hope. So I have faith that when I lift that ball, one ball's gonna go. If I lift two balls, two balls. So me, I want to get that whole thing swinging, 5 balls. And I don't need to live on but 1 ball of income. But if I can create 2 balls of income, I have 1 ball that I can now swing and help somebody else, and even it just magnifies. And it's a beautiful concept. Anyway, I hope you had a great 4th of July. I know we did. It was like a war zone in the backyard of my friend's house. And it's just great to be alive. It's a great, beautiful day. You take care, have a great, wonderful day.